Hey friends, I'm back today with a full coverage shirt with a little keyhole in the back. So we're going to call this the keyhole top. It's very cute. And for this one, you may need to size up 1 or 2. I'm going to show you with 2 sizes. So currently I have on a Goddess Mini as a top. I normally wear a regular, so this is 2 sizes up for me. It does look a little different because it's longer. So it is longer. Here's the back, so I'm calling it a keyhole. It does have a keyhole in the back, the way that I tie it. But it's full coverage. It'll cover your bra straps or anything else you wanted to cover here. You can also play with this a little bit, and you can leave it more open. I have a tank top on underneath, so maybe you want to have it a little more open in the front. You may have a little bit more room to move. Now you can totally move around in this. Can't do jumping jacks. Your arms come up above your head and it'll fall down, but it's gonna obviously get shifted around a little bit if you're moving too much. You can also, depending on your preference, you can put it over further on your shoulders and have kind of a little elegant off the shoulder look going on. Now again, this will depend on the person and if you want it to show bra straps or not show bra straps. You could also pin this right here to the bra so that it stays, because when it's farther over on the shoulders, it does have that tendency to kind of slide off. So you could pin it here. And again, the back still has a cute little keyhole. You can also tie this long side out or short side out. So this one, it doesn't look like it, but the short side is out, but the long side is having more airtime here. There's more airtime to the long side because it is coming over the shoulders, but the short side of the skirt is here in the back and it's here in the front. You can do a couple other things here. You can actually tie the skirt to itself for a nice little look as well. This works with the Goddess Mini. It doesn't work as well with the XL or Plus Mini. So you can also do that, and then you can bring the straps around, or you can just tie the straps up in the back and tuck them like in like a knot back here where you wouldn't be able to see them. So a couple of different ways you can get that shoulder coverage. So that was with the Goddess Mini, but I'm going to show you how to do it with an XL Mini, just so you can also see the different looks that you can get with the skirt. I already had this one threaded and I needed to unthread it through the button loops. All right, so we're going to do this one with the long side out, and I'll take you through the whole process here. Again, if you are normally a junior, or you need to size up to a regular, and if you're normally a regular, you need to size up to a plus. If you're already a Goddess, the Goddess has enough fabric to make this work for most people. So it's longer, so it's got a little bit more fabric, which is important for the shoulder coverage. Won't work if you're a true to size, especially if you're on the lower range of that. Higher range of that. Okay, so you're going to actually start with the short layer facing, okay? And we are going to loop the skirt, loop it here, put it behind your neck and tie, and you want it to have just the edge of the skirt in it. And then you're going to want to knot this. It's not going to be a halter, but you want to knot it because the strap will slide down and it'll kind of run your top. Take it from me. It happened. Okay, then we're going to take these straps and we're going to put them through that middle or center buttonhole back there. So make sure you don't accidentally loop your straps to themselves, but you're going to put it through. Probably see that. There we go. There's one. Put through this other. Okay. And then pull tight. And then you're going to cinch it up where it's like at the top of where your bra would be, or the top of, like right above the top of it. Okay. Now you've got lots of fabric here. You want lots of fabric there. All right. We got our chicken wings. We need them. Okay. Next, you're going to just loosely tie here, just like a loose little bow, just keep it in place. All right. Now find the edge of your short layer, the very edge of the skirt where the little points are, and you are going to tie these in the tiniest knot possible right behind your head. Tiny knots. this part is probably like the hardest part. So I just looped it the tiniest. Oop, lost my loopy. Okay, might have to redo it because you might lose your loopy. So tiniest little knot that I could muster. If it's hard for you to knot really small, if it is hard for you to knot really small, like it is for me apparently, you can safety pin it as well, or use magnets. Either way is fine. This is just going to help keep it across the back, and it creates the little keyhole look. Okay, got that knot there. Now I got to do the same thing with the long layer. So I'm going to find the edge, the pointy little edges, both sides, take it behind my neck, and tie a tiny, tiny little knot there. This does work best with really silky fabric, or fabric that's like thin, so you can make these tight knots. When it's too thick, it's really hard to make the tiny knots. Okay, so a tiny knot, pull them snug. Okay, let's stand back up. All right, so now we look goofy, but you have those knots in the back. You're gonna take the edge of the skirt and fold it down on your shoulders. Now I told you to tie a loose knot here because you're gonna wanna undo that and then pull the skirt back in the front, overlap it, oops, move my tie back, and secure it here. Now, I would, if I were you, safety pin this or magnet it to itself where it crosses. Otherwise, you're gonna get the little slippage and a peekaboo, oopsie, and it'll be open and like a vest before you know it. So, there you go. Now you have, and I do recommend a tank top underneath because it's shorter right here. So, you could totally wear this as a midriff. It would be super cute, but some of us want more warmth or we want more coverage, and so a tank top underneath. So there you have it. There's the little keyhole in the back, a little bit, but it's still going to cover your bra straps. So even though there's a bit of a keyhole back there, the shoulders are covered, bras covered, etc. So that's your keyhole, full coverage, shoulder coverage top. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the keyhole top thing. Super cute. You might have to play around with it a little bit to get it secured exactly where you want it to be. But that's a wrap.